I have fallen down a deep dark rabbit hole of this whole Ruby Frank story. If you don't already know this story, listen up. This woman in the yellow is Ruby Frank. These are all her children, and that guy right there is her husband, Kevin. She was apparently very popular on YouTube for having this very controversial way of raising her children. I will forever stand by this theory, but I've always said any woman that smiles this hard in every single photo is hiding something. Ruby was arrested under suspicion of 2 counts of child abuse, but the crazy part of the story is how it all got discovered. So allegedly one of the children actually escaped the home through a window and ran to a neighbor's house, and they asked the neighbor for food and water. When the neighbor saw duct tape around the child's wrist and ankles, they immediately called the cops. Now, to give you some backstory, there have been videos in the past that have gone viral because of Ruby's parenting style. She kind of punishes her kids a certain way that most parents wouldn't necessarily agree with, and she's kind of become famous because of that. I remember seeing a video way back when where she took her son's bed, her oldest son, and removed it from his room, and he had to sleep on like a beanbag for several weeks. The police were then able to get a search warrant and go to her house, and that's when they also discovered a second child who also seemed to be malnourished. Now, that same week, they also discovered that Ruby had made a YouTube video in her home, so it wasn't like she was away from her house and this was all going on behind her back. The woman in the red is Sherry, and I believe she works with Ruby either in an assistant capacity or manager capacity, but she was also arrested in ties to all of this. Let me know below if you want a part 2.